Take off on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Why can I not get my favourite airport right? Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. Today we're finally going to be playing a real world schedule from my all-time favourite and local airport, Manchester. It's finally been released in the game, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a longer episode today to make sure that I get the most out of this place and play it for as long as I can. It's going to be about a 90-minute stint as opposed to the usual sort of half hour to 45, maybe 50-minute stints that I do. I'm going to be using TS3 Assistant, and I'm going to have that open on my right-hand screen, so you may not see a lot in the way of strip management, but we'll see how busy we get in when we get into it anyway. I will obviously address the fact that I'm very red. I am very, very sunburnt today. I went to the Cheshire show yesterday with my wonderful girlfriend Charlotte and got burnt to death, and it was my own fault. We got caught out by the weather. Right, we have the Nyerges design schedule and database and everything on here. I'm going to be going for about a 9 AM stint, so there's going to be a little bit of rush. We're going to have some cloud in because at the end of the day it's Manchester, and we're going to have arrivals on 2-3 right for everything, departures going out on 2-3 left. I'm going to preload the schedule for 2 hours and, like I say, do about 90 minutes, and hopefully this will be a lot of fun. I am so excited to finally get into Manchester, and this will be the first time I've ever played with the Nyerges design schedule as well. I've only played it with the standard aircraft in the game up to this point, so should be exciting for all of us, and I hope you enjoy it. Here we are then, Manchester, and it's very clear at the moment, so I'm just going to go down into my MEO settings down here, and there we go. We'll turn the weather off because I've got my own custom weather set. So, we will check everything out here. We've got new radar styles for this place as well, look. This new style that shows all of the buildings and the ground and stuff like that. I really like this. I think that's really, really cool. So we're going to just get a bit of a plan on the go here. We've got Victor Alpha, Victor Bravo, and Victor Charlie. We're going to hopefully get them the smaller aircraft at Victor Alpha and Victor Bravo. We need to tell them via Victor as well. We're going to get everything from Terminal 2 and all of this lot down here going down Papa and crossing runway 23 right Papa. Everything else at Foxtrot, and the Ryanair and all the Terminal 3 stuff will go from Hotel. So we need to get them via Echo, Papa or Foxtrot. Echo is very slow down here. We need to think about November Alpha and Zulu as well. It's, yeah, mighty difficult to get everything down Echo because there's so many aircraft that will be trying to taxi all the way down there and aircraft that want to go in at the same time. We're going to get everything in via Alpha, Bravo, Delta, and we're going to have aircraft holding at November Delta holding points here, and all of these to make sure that there's no dramas. Let's have a quick look outside, shall we? Once we've set this up, we've got Ryanair on its way in. It is a real-world schedule, this as well. We've not got anything in terms of boarding at the moment, according to TS3 Assistant on my right-hand side, which for some reason isn't maximised properly. Let's have a look at some cameras. We've got the Emirates A380 there in the new livery as well, ready to get going. Seems like the morning rush has gotten away from us here because there's usually a lot of EasyJet along there. There's not a massive amount of aircraft over there at all by the look of it, look. Wow. Very quiet this morning. This pier doesn't exist in real life at the moment. It's been built at present. It's all down here, but yeah, a very, very quiet morning. There's an Origny ATR, which is great to see. Yeah, bit quiet at the minute. We've got a Helvetic Embraer, Lufthansa and Vueling, and then TUI as well. Seems like all the heavies have gone out as of this morning. We've got an Etihad heavy, though, ready to go, which is a 777. That's nice to see. They don't often send 777s to Manchester. It's usually a 78. And then we've got our usual Ryanair all down here at Terminal 3. We're going to get a number of those in and out over the course of this stint, I'm sure. There's the Emirates A380 in its new livery. The new livery is spottable by the red winglets, but also these sort of strike marks up the tail. It's not just a flat design. They've added a bit more of a sort of 3D effect to it. You've also got the huge Emirates word down the side as well, whereas usually I think it's a bit smaller and only up here. So yeah, lovely looking thing. It's great to have that, and yeah, I'm excited to see what we've got. So let's have a look at some cameras. So F8 is down here at Terminal 2. F9 is sort of overlooking a bit of Terminal 2 and Terminal 1. F10 looks at Terminal 1 as well, and Terminal 3. Ryanair parked just here in front of us is a 800. It's not the max because it's not got the split scimitar winglets on it. So we have our first arrival on its way in. Look at that. Lovely different radar styles being added here. I know a lot of you will probably ask in the comments, where did you get that from? They're just as they are. That's how it's been given to me. That's just how it is. So, we need to make sure that we keep our eyes out on just what is going up echo and down echo. That's going to be one of my main things to keep an eye on today. Nothing boarding at present, though, according to TS3 Assistant. I should maybe have looked at what was the busiest time in Jarrett P's scheduler and how to go from there. Also, another thing I want to address. I know it's just word vomit. I've not stopped talking. I've got hay fever. And with it being as hot as it is at the moment here in the UK, you can see just how bright it is out there. My hay fever is playing up a little bit, so I might sound a little bit bunged up. Got a number of arrivals. PTN, what on earth is PTN? Platoon, little Embraer, which is a private aircraft coming in. Ryanair 1 Delta Foxtrot, runway 23 right, clear to land. Interesting. My good friend Drew always uses 1 Delta Foxtrot on Flight Sim and on VAT Sim as his. He uses that as his call sign whenever he's in. So we're going to have 5 mile separation on 23 right for today. And you'll see Ryanair making its way in just there. You can see there's a whole host of them down there at Terminal 3 ready to get going. We'll have a quick look over it if any of them have the tug attached or are prepared, but no, seems not. There's a few with jetways attached here. Oh, there's a little jetway issue there with that one, which is a shame, but that happens. We've seen it a lot, and I've noticed a lot of the time in the sort of beta group that I'm a part of, when there's been an issue like that, they've noticed it and said, right, let's fix that, and it's been done quickly. 777 at this gate here is packing its bags, let's say. They've got their doors open and stuff, but yeah, we've got a little KLM City Hopper Embraer down here, Lufthansa A321 with CFM engines on it, and then a 2E737. 2E very busy at Manchester a lot of the time. It's one of their biggest hubs. I believe their biggest hub actually in the UK. It's where their 787s tend to fly out from. I'm going to try not to sniff too much today because my nose will be running. Still, great to be here at Manchester. It really is. And it's lovely to have some British weather to accompany the difficulty of this place. It's a very messy looking airport because you've got all of the different patchwork of all the taxiways and all of that, and mismatched buildings. You know, you've got the very modernised Terminal 2 piers, which are lovely. And this area in particular in Terminal 2 is lovely, but then you've got the horrible looking old satellite terminals of Terminal 1, and yeah, the old tower up here and on here as well. It's, yeah, a very, I don't know, it's an interesting airport in the way that it's a little bit all over the place. We've got Platoon on its way in as well, but 2 Ryanair arrivals, all we've got at present to make their way in. I know I can just mute my mic if I need to sniff. I don't know why I don't do that otherwise. It's interesting as well that we've got the registrations of the aircraft coming in. So the first one is RUKC, which is Ryanair UK Charlie, as it's known. They have a number of their aircraft with RUK and then a letter after it as their Ryanair UK fleet. We've then got 9HQEL is the Ryanair 737 coming in after that, 20 Lima Echo, which is a Malta registered 737. Ryanair have a lot of those. They tend to do more of their Italian and Spanish flights, I believe. But 1 Delta Foxtrot on its way in. You can see that from on top of Terminal 1. The first arrival of a real aircraft that I've had at Manchester in Tower Simulator 3. I think I set an F11 camera up, yeah, over here on south side, so this is where we would be spotting from. That makes its way in. Where are they going to be parking then? As they, oh god, I've really got those turned down a lot, haven't I? Why do they seem so small? It's very strange. That was really, really small, wasn't it? So, 1 Delta Foxtrot, are you going to get off there? No, they're going to get off at the next one. Okay, cool. We need to clear the next aircraft to land. Ryanair 20 Lima Echo, runway 23 right, clear to land. Okay, Ryanair 1 Delta Foxtrot will taxi via Bravo. Ryanair 1 Delta Foxtrot, taxi to rank via Bravo.
Taxi to ramp
as they get off
Bravo.
at the
Ryanair 1
just
Delta
further down
Foxtrot.
from the airport viewing park thing. Runway Visitor Park is its actual name. But they will get off the runway and then head on down here. Straight down Bravo. May as well, rather than getting them all the way down Alpha. They're going in to this side of the terminal. 20 Lima Echo on its way in, with Platoon not so far behind. Over the Pennines, you can see. Wonderful silhouette of the 7-3. I'm hoping this gets a little bit busier, though. I mean, usually the time of day where Manchester gets quiet is around lunchtime, around 2 o'clock. But seemingly at the moment, things very quiet here on the ground at my local, which isn't normally what you'd expect. I mean, from the schedule that I had when I did the previous video, flipping heck, it was mad. I can tell you that KLM is boarding, which is the Embraer. They'll be heading out. I think, to be honest, at the moment, we could just use one runway for departures and arrivals. Ryanair 20 Lima Echo heading in. And they're going to be going down to Terminal 3, so we'll tell them to go via Bravo and then Alpha. Here's 1 Delta Foxtrot just taxiing past us here. There's some GA aircraft parked over there, which will be ready to go. Lima Echo will get off at Bravo Delta as well. Oh no, not Bravo Delta, sorry. They're making it off at Alpha Echo. A lot of aircraft tend to try their best to get off at Bravo Delta.
Tower,
Hello.
Fin Air 6 Echo, November,
I'm finding
final
that this
to
is a
3
little
right.
bit more cluttered and a little bit more messy than I like at the moment. It's a bit more difficult to tell where the aircraft are, but I suppose it is what it is. Okay. Ryanair 20 Lima Echo, taxi to ramp via Alpha. Oh, no, that's
Taxi
not
to
Alpha,
ramp
it's Juliet.
via Alpha.
Ryanair 20
Ryanair
Lima
20
Echo,
Lima
taxi to ramp via Juliet. There we go. It's a much more
Taxi to ramp via Juliet.
interesting route for them, at
Ryanair 20
least.
Lima Echo.
Platoon 79 Whiskey, runway 23 right, clear to land. God, they were close behind, weren't they? Did it not clear? Platoon 79 Whiskey, runway 23 right, clear to land. What? They're going to go around. Oh, for God's sake.
Going around Platoon 79 Whiskey.
Yeah, that's what I said. Platoon 79 Whiskey. Why is it picking up as 80 Whiskey? Platoon 79 Whiskey. That's really strange. Okay. So, Platoon 79 Whiskey. Yeah. Okay. Contact departure. Hey, what did that just say? Plane not found. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's... Right.
Manchester Tower, 7021 final 23 right.
Finnair 6 Echo November, runway 23 right, clear to land. How weird, man. Okay,
Runway
so
23
KLM,
right, clear to land.
48
Fin Air
Foxtrot,
6
ready
Echo
to go.
November.
KLM 48 Foxtrot, pushback approved, facing west. Our first pushback of the day.
Pushback approved facing west.
Getting started
KLM
there.
48 Foxtrot.
This should get busier and busier as time goes on. Ryanair 20 Lima Echo making its way down towards Terminal 3. They're going to park just on the end. Oh, it's a shame about Platoon. That's a strange little glitch, isn't it? For some reason, it just kept coming up as 80 Whiskey. We've got EasyJet coming in. SXS, I think, is Sun Express, is it not? I'll probably just do the strip management on here, to be honest. It's quite chilled at the moment, isn't it? May as well just do that as part of the job. Ryanair all the way down there. KLM in here. Little Embraer 175. I've not seen one of their 175s at Manchester for quite a while. It's usually Embraer 190s or 195s that do the job. But they are always wonderful to see, those little things. We've got Vueling down here in the A321. Lufthansa A320 Neo. It's a Lufthansa City livery, and then the Helvetic Embraer alongside it. None of them ready to go just yet. Okay. I'm intrigued to see what we get out and in during this stint, to be honest. There's always a good mix of airlines at Manchester. And I'm excited to see whether it's a little bit busier later on. Like I've said, there's nothing else boarding at the moment by the look of it. So maybe a little bit of a too quiet a time.
Manchester ground. KLM
What?
48 Foxtrot ready to
Okay.
taxi.
KLM 48 Foxtrot, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. Nice.
Runway 23 right via Papa. Juliet.
Papa.
KLM 48 Foxtrot.
Down you go.
Manchester Tower, Sun Express 9 Quebec Yankee on final 23 right.
Are you now? Sun Express usually 737s. Yeah, it's a max 8, that one. Got EasyJet as well close behind them. Nice and close on the arrivals. Scandinavian 67 Charlie as well is another 737. That's interesting to see. A Scandinavian 737. Usually they're A320 Neos. What a weird thing. Okay. Here's Finnair 6 November. This is an Airbus A319 coming in. Lovely little thing. We get a few of the A319s in from Finnair and from Brussels as well in their fantastic liveries. I like the Finnair livery. It's always a good-looking aircraft. They're just floating their way now over the threshold. Viewing here from Terminal 3. Or just above it anyway. I'm moving the camera forward gradually. And in they go. Nice. Okay, this is the Ryanair that came in earlier. They've just parked down here. And that one as well. We should have some Ryanair heading out soon, but we're only just going to use single runway operations at the moment. Here's KLM taxiing down Echo. It's very slow to make their way down here. You have to be really careful with what comes out and what goes in. Okay. Finnair have got off at Bravo Delta. Easy 702, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Crack him.
Runway 23
Okay,
right.
so they're going
cleared
at
to
Terminal
land.
1 via
Easy
Lima.
702.
Okay, so we'll go Delta Lima.
Manchester Tower,
Finnair 6
Scandinavian
November.
67
Taxi
Charlie
to
on
ramp
final
via
23 right.
Delta Lima.
Taxi to ramp.
Is he going to
via
make it?
Delta. Lima. Finnair 6 November.
Oh, heck. No, we don't want you up there. Because they're all... So Delta Papa. We'll go Bravo Papa. No, let's not get them up Papa. Let's get them on... Is that Charlie? Yeah. Okay, Bravo Charlie. Finnair 6 November. Taxi to ramp via Bravo Charlie. And they're going
Taxi
down
to
Bravo
ramp
Papa.
via Bravo.
Okay.
Charlie.
Finnair 6
Finnair
November,
6
hold short of
November.
Papa. Finnair 6 November, hold short of Papa. And then we've got Easy coming in.
Command prop zero.
Yes, I know.
Finnair 6 November.
Yeah, the tricky
Hold short of
taxiways here at
taxiway
Manchester.
Papa. Finnair 6
I should really have a
November.
chart up, to be honest, because it is a very unique airport in the way that a lot of these don't have a sort of... It's not Alpha Bravo Charlie all the time. They're just... They've got weird names. Weird names that are very mixed. Here's KLM. 48 Foxtrot. Moving along nicely. Finnair will hold short of Papa for those to go past. And they hold short quite far of Papa as well. To be fair, they could have carried on. Finnair 6 November, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
They'll be fine.
Finnair 6 November.
I hope. They should be. 48 Foxtrot's going very slowly. Easy is off the runway. Sun Express 9 Quebec Yankee. Runway 23 right, clear to land. Platoon's coming back around,
Runway 23 right, cleared to land.
which is
Sun
good news.
Express 9 Quebec Yankee.
See, look, they're going to be fine. Finnair's going to cross in front of them. And KLM's going to drive into the side of them. Certainly looked that way for a moment there, didn't it? Okay, Easy, you're going to be going the same way. Easy 702, taxi to ramp via Bravo Charlie.
Taxi to ramp.
So it's that bit
via
there
Bravo,
that's Charlie that I
Charlie.
forgot about.
Easy 702.
It's hard to tell those bits apart, really, but it is what it is. Okay. Quite nice and chilled at the moment here at Manchester, but I imagine it will get busier and busier as time goes on. It isn't an airport that has a colossal amount of movement like we saw in the previous episode, to be fair. I can tell you that the Etihad 777 is currently boarding at the moment. Scandinavian is going to be an interesting arrival. I'm intrigued to see what that looks like when it comes in. KLM is going to turn left there and go down Alpha for 23 right. We're just going to use single runway operations here. There's no point getting them out on 23 left. If they get down there quickly enough, they'll get out between Scandinavian and Platoon. Here is Sun Express making their way down 23 right. Aloha. Not that that has anything to do with Turkey at all. Okay. Easy coming in here. Hello. That looks knackered, that thing. It looks all battered and scratched. I mean, it probably is. Okay, Sun Express. They're getting off at Alpha Echo. They didn't quite make Bravo Delta. Once they have moved off, yeah, we'll clear the next aircraft to land. Scandinavian 67 Charlie, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Runway
Next
23
in.
right.
Sun
clear
Express
to
going all the way
land.
down there.
Scandinavian 67 Charlie.
Sun Express 9er Quebec Yankee, taxi to ramp via Alpha Delta Echo. See what route
Taxi
that gives
to
them.
ramp via Alpha.
They
Delta,
should stay on the same
Echo.
route
Sun
because
Express
I've not told them
9er
Bravo
Quebec
Delta
Yankee.
Echo. They would
Manchester
normally go
Tower,
Bravo
Platoon
Delta Echo,
79er
but
Whiskey on final 23 right.
yeah, they're staying on the same route. Cool. Okay. KLM 48 Foxtrot's on its way in there. Scandinavian 67 Charlie, runway 23 right, cleared to land. I think I've already cleared them, haven't I?
Runway 23 right. Cleared to land.
Whoops.
Scandinavian 67 Charlie.
Let's get KLM to line up. KLM 48 Foxtrot, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway
Get on with
23
it.
right. Line up and wait. KLM 48 Foxtrot.
They're going to go straight on. Scandinavian's going to be well clear. It must be quite an old 737, this, from Scandinavian. You don't see many of these. It's really weird to see a 737 doing the rounds instead of an A320 or a Neo or something. Oh, it's a special liveried one. That might be why. Ah, no, this is one of the... is it Jet Time or something like that? This is a charter for Scandinavian. They do this
Manchester
during the...
ground.
What?
Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel Heavy with information.
They do this
Charlie,
during the summer
requesting
months.
Push and start.
Cool. Okay. And just down there, 48 Foxtrot is lining up. Once Scandinavian is off, we are cool. Here comes Sun Express down here. 737 MAX 8 indeed. They don't normally go down this way. They tend to often go straight down here as far as I know. Etihad's ready. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel Heavy, pushback approved, facing west. KLM 48 Foxtrot, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I should really start to incorporate the winds
Pushback
as well,
approved, facing
but
west.
it's just 180
Etihad 3
at
Romeo Hotel
0,
Heavy.
so nothing really to
Runway 23
write home
right.
about.
Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Platoon's on
altitude
its way in.
1000, contact departure.
Okay.
KLM 48 Foxtrot.
KLM is our first departure of the day, and we are quite a while into this episode. It is very quiet at the moment, but this is probably the benefit of doing a longer episode with this. Come on, KLM. We'll get Sun Express taxiing in. Sorry, Scandinavian. Scandinavian 67 Charlie, taxi to ramp via Bravo Charlie. You can get in there.
Taxi to ramp
Actually,
via
no.
Bravo
Scandinavian 67 Charlie,
Scandinavian
taxi to ramp
67
via Bravo
Charlie.
Delta. Etihad pushing back over there, look.
Taxi to ramp
The big
via Bravo
777.
Delta. Scandinavian
Swinging
67
the tug
Charlie.
around from Terminal 2.
Manchester Tower, Scandinavian 61 Echo on
They're
file,
getting going.
3 right.
Okay, KLM is now out of here. Good stuff. Sun Express making its way up there. Nice and slowly. They're going all the way up to the top end of Terminal 2. So we've got nothing to worry about there. Okay. Platoon 79er Whiskey. We're just going to have to do it like this.
Manchester ground. Jamestown 38 Delta with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right.
That's a
clear
shame.
to land.
Don't know what the
Platoon
issue is there.
79er Whiskey.
Where are you going?
Manchester ground. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel Heavy ready to taxi.
What have I said there? Oh, have I said Bravo Delta? I've said Bravo Delta rather than Bravo Delta. Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie, taxi to ramp via Delta.
Taxi to ramp via Delta. Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie.
Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie, hold position. God, who'd have thought that Manchester would be my undoing?
Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie.
What on earth is happening there? You idiot. Okay, so we've had... Are they already in? What? Where? Oh, they've gone there at FeelThere. Flipping heck. Right, so Etihad can move now. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel Heavy, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. Yeah, so I said Bravo Delta rather than Bravo Delta.
Juliet. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel
I could have
Heavy.
got Scandinavian to cross the runway, but that is stupid. Oh, that's irritating. Poor Scandinavian as well. Etihad's getting moving now. Beginning their roll out of the sort of cul-de-sac that is Terminal 1 and 2. Interesting to see it parked on there as well. You do often get heavies on there, but they're usually catered for by Terminal 2. Here's Platoon, finally making its way in. And there's a few aircraft boarding at the moment. A-Line, which is the Origny ATR, Lufthansa as well in their A321, and Gemstone, which is that machine there, which is the Aer Lingus ATR. Gemstone 38 Delta, pushback approved facing south.
Pushback approved facing
Scandinavian
south.
6-7 Charlie,
Gemstone
cross
38
runway
Delta.
23 right. What's SZS again? Scandinavian.
Cross runway
Scandinavian
23
6-1 Echo, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
6-7 Charlie.
We've got Virgin Heavy on its way in, which should be an A330.
right,
No, it's an
cleared to land.
A350.
Scandinavian 6-1 Echo.
A350 1000 series. Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie, continue taxi. Platoon 7-9er Whiskey. Yeah, he's still ignoring me.
Continue
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Scandinavian 6-7 Charlie.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
That's a shame, that is.
Platoon 79er
Little
Whiskey.
platoon being a pain in the arse. Oh well. Scandinavian crossing the runway down there. How irritating for them as well. God, it's really undone me, this place. There's the Etihad 777. Really cool view from up here in the tower. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? There's Gemstone pushing in the background as well in the top corner. They do taxi very slowly here at Manchester. Just part and parcel. They're going a long way via Bravo, and then, right, yeah, they've got to go around and back on themselves. That's fine. All good. We can deal with it. Look at the size of the
Manchester
777.
Tower,
It's a
Virgin
beast.
76 X-ray heavy.
Okay.
Final 23 right.
Virgin 76 X-ray Heavy on its way in, which is cool to see. There goes Scandinavian down Victor, the wrong way. So weird to see an aircraft going that way. They only ever tend to do that
Manchester
when they
ground.
come in on 5
Gemstone
right.
38 Delta ready to taxi.
Okay. Gemstone 38 Delta, runway 23 right at Juliet via Juliet. Why would
Runway
you not
23
go
right at Juliet via Juliet.
Foxtrot?
Jamestown 38 Delta.
Oh, we've got Lufthansa ready to go. Lufthansa 9er Lima Lima, pushback approved, facing west. You can get going now.
Pushback approved, facing west. Lufthansa 9er Lima
Where's
Lima.
Gemstone? There it is. Little Aer Lingus ATR. They're not going to beat the Etihad 777 out.
Lufthansa 9er Lima Lima with information. Requesting push and start.
Scandinavian just crossed the runway. Willy-nilly. What? This is nuts. This is nuts. Okay, so 6-7 Charlie just do what they want. It is jet time. Glad I got that right. Okay. So, Etihad on its way down. Platoon is just getting into this little parking area here. That's why you send a lot of aircraft down here. You know, heavies and stuff go down here rather than on Alpha. They stay on Bravo and Juliet. Scandinavian 6-1 Echo. Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Delta. Can't get them to do that.
Manchester Tower.
Scandinavian
Turkish
6-1
4
Echo,
Foxtrot Lima
taxi
on
to ramp
final
via
23
Bravo.
right.
We'll see what route they
Taxi
take.
to
They should go
Bravo.
there and then up there.
Scandinavian 6-1 Echo.
God, it's weird. It's like I'm having to relearn the airport just based on how you have to give commands to AI aircraft. It's nuts. Are you going to be good? They're not completely off the runway yet.
Manchester
Oh,
ground.
why Bravo Papa?
Lima ready to taxi.
Scandinavian 6-1 Echo, taxi to ramp via Delta. And then when you tell...
Taxi to ramp via Delta. Scandinavian 6-1 Echo.
Okie dokie. Right then, Etihad, are you ready to go? Can you get out in
Manchester
time?
ground, A-line 7,
Etihad 3
Bravo,
Romeo
with
Hotel
information
Heavy,
Charlie.
runway 23
Requesting
right,
push
cleared
and
for
start.
immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get out of here.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Get out in
On
front
reaching
of that
altitude
Virgin.
1000. Contact
Okay.
departure. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel
A-line
Heavy.
7-1 Bravo, push back approved facing west. How far are they going up?
Push back
Okay.
approved facing west. A-line 7-1 Bravo.
Echo 7. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, taxi to holding point Echo 7. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, taxi to Echo 7.
Taxi to Echo 7. Lufthansa 9
There we
Lima
go.
Lima.
Thank you, by the way, to those that told me about the commands to just taxi them to holding points rather than giving them a runway and then saying hold short at this one. You just tell them where to go to begin with. Etihad needs to get on with this because Virgin's close. Turkish 4 Foxtrot Lima coming in as well. There is Scandinavian A320 Neo. Nice to see one of those in. Okay. Lufthansa is on the move in their A321, so they're going to hold here. Echo 7, just to be sure. So we can get aircraft in and around. Etihad on the roll. Big 777 taking off for the first time. Virgin 76 X-ray Heavy. Runway 23 right, clear to land.
Runway
There you
23
go.
right. Cleared to land.
Goodbye,
Virgin
Etihad.
76 X-ray Heavy.
Big wagon.
Manchester ground, A-line 7-1 Bravo ready to taxi.
Okay. A-line 7-1 Bravo, taxi to Echo 7. Nice, I like that.
Taxi to Echo 7.
That makes
A-line
life a lot
7-1
easier.
Bravo.
Makes life a lot easier. Just give them somewhere to get to before they ultimately mess up my day. Here is the Virgin A350 1000.
Tower,
Don't see
Alpine
many
Niner
of these
7
at
Echo Hotel on
Manchester.
final 23
They
right.
come in every so often to replace the numerous A330s that they have flying out of Manchester. It's a lovely, lovely jet, the A350. The 1000 is an absolute whopper of a bit of kit. Doesn't look like a 1000, it looks like a 9. It doesn't look particularly that much longer, does it? But in they go, regardless. Gemstone weight in by the runway. We'll get Turkish 4 Foxtrot Lima cleared in a sec. Virgin should go all the way down, I think, to Alpha. Yeah, they're not going to get off there or at Bravo Delta, are they? They might get off at Bravo Delta. No. They're going to go all the way down to Alpha, further down there. Maybe even at full length. No, they are getting off at Alpha. Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Turkish 4 Foxtrot Lima, runway 23 right, clear to land. Get in. Do some strips.
Runway 23 right. Cleared
May
to
as
land.
well.
Turkish
I
4
don't really
Foxtrot Lima.
have much dependence on TS3 on my TS3 assistant on my right hand side, but it at least gives me information. It's a good fallback. Where are you going? You're going to be going Terminal 2, yeah. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. A-line 71 Bravo, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. So what will you be holding short of there?
Runway 23 right.
Holding short of
via
Echo
Palm,
is there.
Juliet.
On short of
Lufthansa 9
Papa.
Lima Lima.
Virgin 76 X-ray Heavy, taxi to Delta 2. Keep him
Runway
there.
23 right via Papa.
Nice.
Juliet.
That's good.
Airline 71 Bravo.
Oh, can you swing it around?
Taxi to
Yeah.
Delta 2.
What I've
Virgin
realised I'm going to
76
do
X-ray
is I can't press F12. You can't set an F12 camera, I don't think. I'm not going to use the F11 camera for there. I'm going to put the
Manchester
F11
ground.
camera
Ryanair 37
in
Victor
the
Tango with information
sort of
Charlie.
spotting area
Requesting
here.
push and start.
This is where you'd see the aircraft from. If you were at the runway viewing park or the visitor park as such. So you'll see, look, you can occasionally see aircraft coming out. God, it's so weird to see this angle from this game. Turkish landing, Airbus A321neo, while the A350 taxis in. Great, that is. That's great. Ryanair 37 Victor Tango, pushback approved facing east. Thank you for correcting me.
Pushback approved facing east.
Gemstone 38
Ryanair
Delta, runway
37
23
Victor
right,
Tango.
cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Is 71 Bravo still moving?
Runway 23
A-line
right.
71
Clear
Bravo,
for
runway
immediate
23
takeoff
right
on
via
reaching
Papa
altitude
Juliet.
1000, contact departure. Jamestown 38 Delta.
So they're going to taxi down here
Runway
and hold at
23
Delta
right
2.
via
Turkish should be
Papa.
going up the same
Juliet.
route.
Airline
No, they're not going
71
as
Bravo.
far. Turkish 4 Foxtrot Lima, taxi to Delta 2. So look, we've got to
Taxi
head
to
on
Delta
here.
2. Turkish 4 Fox.
But Delta 2 is right underneath us here. And as you can see, they hold short there while they come down there. Brilliant.
Manchester
A-line
ground.
is now moving as
Ryanair
well.
686 X-ray with information Charlie.
Okay,
Requesting
Alpine.
push and start.
Alpine 97 Echo Hotel, runway 23 right, clear to land. Even though Gemstone is just getting on the runway now.
Runway 23 right.
Come on,
clear
Gemstone, you need to get
land.
out of there.
Alpine 907 Echo Hotel.
Ryanair 686 X-ray pushback approved, facing east. A-line needs to hurry up with this
Pushback
taxi.
approved facing east.
Oh.
Ryanair 686
A-line 71
X-ray.
Bravo, runway 23 right via Lima, Papa, Juliet. We send them via Lima, we can get
Runway
them to go
23
around.
right
Yeah.
via Lima. Papa. Juliet.
Virgin 76
Airline
X-ray
71
Hotel, taxi
Bravo.
to ramp via Echo. I said hotel instead of heavy. Virgin 76 X-ray Heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo. Get moving.
Taxi to Ram.
Right
Echo.
underneath us.
Virgin 76 X-ray Heavy.
Foxtrot Lima is going...
Manchester
Ooh.
ground. Ryanair
Fire
37
Alpha.
Victor Tango ready to taxi.
Could you say taxi to Delta 2 via Bravo? Ryanair 37 Victor Tango, runway 23 right at Mike via Hotel 2. Ryanair 37 Victor Tango, runway 23 right at Mike. Lufthansa
Command property
heading
error.
down there.
Ryanair 37 Victor Tango.
Ooh, Lima
Runway
Lima.
23 right at Mike.
Lufthansa 9
Ryanair
Lima Lima, hold
37
at
Victor
Juliet
Tango.
4. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, hold short of Juliet 4. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, taxi to Juliet 4.
Taxi to Juliet 4.
Okay, so you can just get him to...
Lufthansa 9
Yeah.
Lima
Can we now
Lima.
tell him to continue taxi? Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, continue taxi. No.
Continue taxi.
Or will they?
Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima.
No.
Manchester
Lufthansa 9
ground.
Lima Lima, runway
Ryanair
23 right via
686
Juliet.
X-ray ready to taxi.
Lufthansa... No. Right, shut up, Chaz. Just shut up for a minute.
Runway 23 right. via
Turkish
Juliet.
4 Foxtrot Lima's on its way in.
Lufthansa 9
We're
Lima
managing
Lima.
this, just. We've got no arrivals. Because Alpine has just got off down there.
Manchester ground.
Oh, it's an
Alpine
A321
Bravo
Neo,
rescue
is
with
it? Yeah.
information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Alpine 97 Echo Hotel. Taxi to Bravo 3.
Taxi to Bravo Tree.
Tree,
Alpine
ah.
907 Echo Hotel.
Ryanair 37 Victor Tango, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, runway 23 right via Juliet.
Runway 23 right.
Are you going to go?
Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
There we go.
Contact departure.
God.
Ryanair 37 Victor Tango.
Ryanair 686 X-ray. Runway 23 right via Juliet. How are you going to go? Are you going to do that? Are you going to make that turn?
Via Juliet.
I should have told them face
Lufthansa
west,
9 Lima.
actually.
Runway
You're going to
23
go right out in
via
front
Juliet.
of them, yeah.
Ryanair 686 X-ray.
Alpine 34 Bravo Whiskey, pushback approved, facing south. Okay,
Pushback approved,
A-line
facing
on its way
south.
down there as well.
Alpine 34 Bravo, whiskey.
Go on. Dare you. Dare you. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, Ryanair 37 Victor Tango is now getting going. We've got Virgin A350 making its way in there. That is not a taxiway. I mean, it's not a taxiway at the moment, but I suppose it will be. Wow, that's caught me off guard. That at the moment is just parking as far as I know. Interesting. Where was the other aircraft coming in? Oh yeah, it was Scandinavian. They're now on here. There's 37 Victor Tango on its way out. No arrivals, so Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And we've told
Manchester
them to
ground,
go to Bravo
Lufthansa
3, which I
9
think
Lima
is
Lima.
there.
Request crossing runway 23 right. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima.
You shouldn't have to request to cross the runway. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima. Runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Manchester ground, Lufthansa 9 Lima
Why
Lima.
are you-
Request crossing runway 23 right. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima.
I said via Juliet. What's happened to you?
Manchester ground.
Lufthansa 9
Tom Jet
Lima
3
Lima,
Whiskey
taxi to
Lima with
Juliet 2.
information, Charlie, requesting push and start.
Taxi to Juliet 2. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima.
Okay. Ryanair 686 X-ray, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I told you to taxi to Bravo
Runway
3.
23 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Ah!
altitude 1000, contact departure.
Why
Ryanair
can I not get my
686
favourite
X-ray.
airport right?
Manchester ground. Alpine 34 Bravo, whiskey ready to taxi.
Yeah, bet you are, you clown. Right. Oh, what are you doing? Right, I'm deleting you. Go away. Alpine 34 Bravo Whiskey, runway 23 right via Juliet. Christ on a bike.
Runway 23 right. Right, Juliet.
Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima,
Alpine
pushback
34
approved, facing
Bravo,
west.
whiskey. Pushback
Lufthansa
approved,
9
facing
Lima
west.
Lima, runway
Tomjet
23 right,
3
line up and
Whiskey
wait.
Lima.
Runway 23 right. Line up and wait. Lufthansa 9
Jesus.
Lima Lima.
9 Lima Lima's been through it today, haven't they? 3-4 Bravo Whiskey on its way out now. Christ. Oh my god, can you believe it? Out of all the airports, like this is, it's stumping me in a way I've never been stumped before. I don't know whether it's down to it being a difficult airport for the game to manage in terms of routing or what, because it is a weird airport routing wise, is Manchester. But god, I've made myself feel like a bit of an idiot. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone because I've noticed it's been going off a lot next to me. And yeah, typically my stepdad has a theme of always calling me when I'm recording, and he seems to have managed to do it again today. But we're not going to be giving in and pausing at this point. Sorry, Lawrence. Okay, there goes Ryanair 686 X-ray, Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima. Also onto the runway. What are we doing with arrivals? Nout. Okay. Ryanair out of here. Over to our right-hand side. Goodbye. And now we wait for
Manchester
Lufthansa.
ground.
What?
Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima ready to taxi.
That's over here. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, taxi to Echo 7. Just because it'll take them a while. I'd rather
Taxi Echo 7.
get them down there
Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima.
and just make sure they're at least part way down and they're not going to come across everybody else. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. So what did I say?
Runway
Did I say
23
via...
right. Clear
I'm
for
sure I said
takeoff
Juliet.
upon reaching altitude 1000.
Dunno.
Contact departure. Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima.
Goodbye, Lufthansa. You've had a bit of a journey. A-line 71 Bravo, runway 23 right, line up and wait. we'll enjoy
Runway
Lufthansa's
23
departure
right.
from here.
Line up and wait.
Got
Airline
Ryanair
7, 1
4123 wanting to get going as well. It's great to be playing this airport, though. It really is.
Ryanair
Really great.
4123 with information Charlie. Requesting push and
And as I've said, I do want to play some multiplayer on this airport as well. It's only a 2-person airport, I reckon. You could just get them to taxi in towards somewhere like Delta 2. We'll practice that, actually, with the... oh, that was a much smoother rotation. 9 Lima Lima out of here. We'll practice that with an aircraft where we'll tell them to go to a holding point via a taxiway. Ryanair 4123, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Ryanair 4123.
Oh, okay, they're going to push back that way and face up there, I think. Let's just check where the arrows are going. No, they're going to push back this way and face that way, which is west. I'm struggling here. I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, sorry, I know that probably sounds horrible. I'm surprised I've unmuted my mic again, actually, because in the past I've muted my microphone on broadcasts to have a drink and then not unmuted it again. A-line 71 Bravo, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And then it's Alpine behind them.
Runway 23
Alpine
right.
34 Bravo
Cleared for
Whiskey,
takeoff.
runway 23
On
right,
reaching
line up and wait.
altitude 1000, contact departure. Airline 7, 1
Nice
Bravo.
to see a little ATR.
23 right.
Origny.
Line up and wait. Alpine
Great looking
34
bit of kit.
Bravo Whiskey.
As Ryanair pushing back with a very interesting pushback. At least they'll be able to turn that way.
Manchester ground.
What?
Ryanair 25
You're a much
Romeo
better
Hotel
candidate.
with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel, pushback approved, facing east. There we
Pushback
go.
approved, facing east. Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel.
Okay. We'll play with them. We'll just tell Ryanair 4123 to go to runway 23 right. Okay. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, runway 23 right, via Papa Juliet. Get in.
Runway 23 right. Right, Papa. Juliet. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima.
Okay, we could have told them that from the start, but
Manchester
it's just
Tower,
nice to...
Lufthansa for
Oh.
Papa on final
Papa,
23
Papa. It is an A320 Neo. 34
Manchester
Bravo Whiskey.
ground. Ryanair 4123
Ooh.
ready to taxi.
Ryanair 4123, runway 23 right, via Juliet. Nice.
Runway 23 right via Juliet. Ryanair 4123.
Nice to see the Terminal 3 busyness down there. It's a terminal I often fly from for my commentary gigs and things. Either with Ryanair or EasyJet, depending on who is cheaper, basically, at the time. And A-Line is out of here. We'll get Alpine out as well. Alpine 34 Bravo Whiskey, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay, Ryanair heading down there.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
25 Romeo
1000,
Hotel. Let's see what we're going to do with them.
departure. Alpine 34 Bravo Whiskey.
Let's get them to taxi to Goose via Juliet. Let's just see if the command works. Shall we?
Manchester ground.
Here he is.
Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel ready to taxi.
Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel, taxi to Goose via Juliet. Nice.
Taxi to Goose via Juliet. Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel.
Okay, that's nice. Just in case, just because if I want them to go to Delta 2, I can tell them to go via Bravo.
Charlie, requesting push and start.
Or do they go further down? Oh, we'll try that with the next arriving aircraft. Because if I tell them Bravo, sometimes they go all the way down here, rather than just there. Interesting. Here's Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, a TUI 737-800. Lufthansa 4 Papa Papa, runway 23 right, clear to land. Okay.
Runway 23 right.
Ryanair 1
Clear to
Echo
land.
uniform, pushback approved,
Lufthansa
facing
4
south.
Papa.
That's this one. This was the arrival earlier. Quick turnaround for them. Can't believe they've been recording for over 45 minutes already. It's quite mad, really. Ryanair 4123, runway 23 right, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 23 right. Line up
Okay.
behind next landing
Now I've got the
aircraft.
holding points thing down. I
Ryanair
think I'm going to be a
4123.
little bit better off. I hadn't used it a lot before I first looked at this airport, so I wasn't sure. 3 Whiskey Lima making their way around. I hope you're all enjoying Manchester so far, though. I know it's not the busiest schedule in the world, this, but it's realistic, and you know I know how realistic this is based on spending so much time sat over there at Manchester or down here. I tend to go there quite a lot. It's nice and quiet over that end of the airfield at the moment. I think the early morning is the busiest time for that because you get a lot more heavies. We get Cathay Pacific, we get Singapore, Virgin, Aer Lingus A330s as well. There's a great variation of stuff at Manchester. We're very lucky with it because you get anything from the big A380 that we have here for Emirates to even larger, well, say even larger, sorry, other large aircraft. A350s, A330s, 777s, 787s. Okay, they'll be ready to taxi any moment now. Will Ryanair. Could have definitely got 4123 out of here actually before the Lufthansa arrival that comes in.
Manchester ground.
What?
Ryanair 1 Echo uniform ready to taxi.
Ryanair 1 Echo uniform, taxi to Goose via Juliet. Nice.
Taxi to Goose via Juliet.
I like that. Rather than saying the
Ryanair
runway
1
and then
Echo
telling them
uniform.
how to taxi there, I prefer that. Give them a holding point to taxi to that I know will line them up for that runway. Or sort of get them prepared to be a part of that runway anyway. Do some strip management. 1 Echo uniform and 25 Romeo Hotel. I haven't even got a runway assigned because I haven't told them this runway via this. 4123 should line up behind 4 Papa when it gets in. I wonder if we turn the 3D UI off. We'll do that for another episode at some point. I do quite like knowing where they all are and seeing them relative to each other, but I think there's a number of people out there that prefer the episodes without the 3D UI on, so you can see a little bit more.
Manchester Tower,
What?
Air Portugal 1310
Oh.
on final 23 right.
Air Portugal Embraer on its way in. Let's keep our eye out on this shenaniganry. There's the airport pub there as well, which they've modelled. I didn't take a proper look at that actually the first time round, but they have done the airport pub. And that is the little sort of outside viewing area thing, which is cool. So all of this is like a playground, and they taxi really closely to you. It takes a long time for them to line up here because it's quite a long taxiway. But you are literally in this car park here in the pub, and they taxi right next to you like this. It's really cool. This is like a service road around the airport. It's a good spot, the airport pub, but a lot of people tend to say it's the only place to watch the planes from, not knowing there's a runway visitor park here and south side down here near 23 left. Okay, where are you getting off at? Lufthansa. Getting off at there. Okay. And we'll get two departures out in that time, I'm pretty sure. We'll be alright. Ryanair 4123, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Are you going to line up?
Contact departure. Ryanair 4123.
This is my issue, I think, with telling them to taxi to a holding point.
Impossible unknown error. Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel.
Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel, runway 23 right. Okay.
Runway 23 right.
So you still have to give them the
Ryanair
runway.
25 Romeo Hotel.
Ryanair 25 Romeo Hotel, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for takeoff.
So
On
maybe we
reaching
don't get them down to
altitude
Goose, we just get them
contact
down
departure.
to
Ryanair 25
something like
Romeo Hotel.
Juliet 3 or Juliet 2. And then we tell them the runway. Okay. Ryanair on its way out. 4123. We've got Lufthansa 4 Papa down there waiting to taxi in. Let's test Delta 2 via Bravo. Lufthansa 4 Papa. Taxi to Delta 2 via Bravo. Cracking. Okay.
Taxi
That's
to
what we
Delta
like.
2 via Bravo.
That's what we like.
Lufthansa 4 Papa.
Thank you. Cool. So 25 Romeo Hotel is going to be the next one out. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, runway 23 right, line up behind next landing aircraft. So they don't know what runway they're
Runway
going to.
23
They're just
right.
told to taxi
Line
to
up behind
Goose.
next landing aircraft. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima.
Ryanair 1 Echo Uniform, runway 23 right.
Runway 23 right. Ryanair 1 Echo Uniform.
Okay, so they know where they're going. 25 Romeo Hotel, getting moving. Next departure. Yeah, don't drive into the back of them. Oh, they've taxied to Goose, and now they're carrying on to hold behind 3 Whiskey Lima. Okay. That's fine, I think. Okay. Air Portugal 1310, runway 23 right, clear to land. Bang him.
Runway 23 right. Clear to land. Air Portugal 1310.
There goes 25 Romeo Hotel. Nice gloomy day at Manchester, isn't it? It's a shame it's not been busy enough to use both runways, but I haven't felt the need to. We've got a little queue here and there down at 23 right, but you do tend to get that. 3 Whiskey Lima's been told to line up behind the next little sausage that's coming in, which is an Air Portugal Embraer 190. They do send a few of theirs in. We've got the Swiss 190 and a City Air, which is the Lufthansa A320 Neo, getting ready to go. And they're going to be these two here next to each other, down from Terminal 2, which will be interesting to see. I'm intrigued by these taxiways as well, because we've got blue and orange now, which means that you can get 2 aircraft down at a time. But as you can see from how far back they are, it's probably not possible all the time. They tend to go pushing back onto these ones, and then they'll taxi via the middle one a lot of the time. It does help though, because obviously they are sort of dead ends, so you have to be very careful with what goes in and out and when. But this is such a cool airport to control, really is. Lufthansa 4 Papa Papa, taxi to ramp via Echo. All the way down there and in here.
Via Echo.
Okay, so they're not going to be any dramas. We can tell, where would they hold? Zulu 1 or Zulu 2, we could tell them to hold when they come out of there. Nice. 3 Whiskey Lima needs to get ready to line up. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, runway 23 right, line up and wait. May as well get them moving now.
3 right, line up and wait.
Here's Air Portugal.
3 Whiskey Lima.
Little Embraer. They're going to want to taxi around to Terminal 2 as well, actually. Up there, so this could get quite spicy. Unless they want Terminal 1. No, they want Terminal 2. In the gate next to Lufthansa 4 Papa Papa as well. Okay. That could make things interesting, depending on how quickly Swiss and Lufthansa board here.
Manchester ground.
Here we go.
City Air 1 Victor November with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
City Air 1 Victor November, pushback approved facing west. Get
Pushback
pushing.
approved facing west. City Air 1 Victor November.
Nice. Swiss will be not too far behind them, I don't think. Okay. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air Portugal is
Runway
off.
23 right, clear
Air
for
Portugal
takeoff.
1310,
Reach
taxi to
altitude
Delta
1000,
2 via
contact
Bravo.
Departure. Tomjet 3 Whiskey Lima.
Good stuff.
Taxi to Delta 2 via Bravo. Air Portugal
get them in.
1310.
We'll get them going to ramp. Air Portugal 1310, taxi to ramp via Echo. Good stuff.
Taxi to ramp.
Ryanair 1 Echo uniform, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
1310.
And there goes
Runway 23
Whiskey
right.
Lima in
Line
the
up and wait.
2E737.
Ryanair 1 Echo Uniform.
I've thoroughly enjoyed this stint though. I know it's been a little bit stressful at points. We've still got a while to go yet. But yeah, I've enjoyed playing a real world stint here at Manchester. I didn't check which was the busiest hour of the day before I jumped in, because I just wanted to jump into a random time and just get on with it. They'll be ready to go in a moment. Lufthansa 4 Papa Papa very slowly creeping up Echo to make their way in.
Manchester
1 Echo
ground.
uniform.
City Air 1 Victor
Almost
November
ready to
ready
go.
taxi.
Ryanair 1 Echo uniform, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Didn't need to give them immediate takeoff.
Runway 23 right.
City Air 1 Victor November,
On
taxi
reaching
to
altitude
Zulu 1.
1000, contact departure. Ryanair 1 Echo Uniform.
So they're going to hold there at Zulu 1,
Taxi to Zulu 1.
whereas they're going to
City
come
Air
in
1
there.
Victor November.
Nice. Okay. Chaz is using holding points. How good is that? Chaz is doing things as you probably should.
Manchester
And now
ground.
Swiss wants to go.
Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, pushback approved facing west.
Pushback approved facing
Air
west.
Portugal
Swiss
chilling
5 Kilo Yankee.
on its way up there. Okay. We've got EasyJet on its way in 6-9 Victor Golf, Airbus A320, making its way into the airspace. Yes, there they are.
Victor Golf on final 2-3 right.
Okay. Easy 6-9 Victor Golf. Roger. Continue approach.
Negative. Unknown command. Easy 6-9 Victor Golf.
Easy 6-9 Victor Golf. Continue approach. Easy 6-9 Victor Golf. Continue approach.
Roger. Easy 6-9 Victor Golf.
There we go. Okay, so look now, this is the situation. So they're holding there while Air Portugal creeps up here. We could have gotten them down and moved them around Lima. You could also send them around here just to be cheeky, but nope, we're going to keep them all the way down Echo. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee will be ready to go any moment now as well. But they're going to have to wait for Air Portugal. We'll tell them to taxi to... Oh, God. Is it Zulu 2?
Manchester ground. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee ready to taxi.
Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, taxi to Zulu 2. Okay.
Taxi to Zulu 2. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee.
So they're getting moving. Today. Hello?
Manchester ground. Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet with information.
moving.
Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, taxi to Zulu 1. Oh,
Taxi to Zulu 1. Swiss 5 Kilo
wonder if that
Yankee.
taxiway is Zulu 2. No, Zulu 2 is definitely the holding point. Strange. Oh well. Well, Air Portugal's making their way up. Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. We'll just tell them to push.
Pushback approved. Expect runway
I don't dare
23 right.
choose east
Ryanair
or west
6
with them.
Zulu Juliet.
Easy 6-9 Victor Golf, runway 23 right, cleared to land. In they come.
Runway 23
Nice.
right. Clear to land.
Got another easy after that,
6-9
Airbus
Victor
A320
Golf.
Neo. Brilliant. Okay, Ryanair pushing back from Terminal 3. It's probably, there's not many aircraft about because they're not going to be going in the time that I've scheduled. Obviously, you get the schedule preload. If the aircraft wouldn't be moving or doing anything within those 2 hours, then that's why it seems dead, and that's why it seems really quiet and empty. But if I'd have done it for a longer preload, then there would have been more aircraft. So we're only going to see the aircraft that would have been involved in the next 2 hours. This Ryanair is ready to go as well by the look of it. Any moment now. Okay, so checking the situation up here. Air Portugal on its way in. They're going to turn right down here now. Beautiful. City Air 1 Victor November, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet.
Runway 23 right, via Papa Juliet. City Air 1 Victor November.
Nice. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet.
Runway 23 right.
Brilliant.
Via Papa
That works.
Juliet. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee.
Okay. I'm feeling good about this now. Feeling good about it. Just, you've got to really learn it, haven't you?
Ryanair 26 Romeo Delta with information.
Okay.
Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ryanair 26 Romeo Delta, pushback approved facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Ryanair 26 Romeo Delta.
Okay, are you going to be able to make that turn? Because I've been an idiot again.
Manchester ground. Ryanair
They'll
6
be alright.
Zulu Juliet ready to
They're going to
taxi.
push back and be there, so they'll make that. Okay,
Manchester Tower.
6
Easy
Zulu
5
Juliet.
3 Delta Romeo on final 23 right.
Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet, runway 23 right at Mike.
Runway 23 right.
Oh, Swiss has stopped, look.
Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet.
They've stopped at Zulu 1 because I've told them earlier to taxi to Zulu 1. Regardless of telling them what runway to go to, they've stopped there. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, runway 23 right at Mike via Papa Juliet. Beautiful.
Runway 23 right at Mike.
Okay.
Via Papa.
We've got
Juliet.
easy 5-3
Swiss
Delta
5
Romeo on
Kilo
its way in.
Yankee.
6-9 Victor Golf is just about to be touching down. This is really good. Really good. Thoroughly enjoying myself here. FeelThere is ready to go soon, and Vueling in the A321. They're also up at Terminal 2. Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet. Runway 23 right. Line up and wait.
Runway 23
Get on
right.
with it.
Line up and wait. Ryanair 6 Zulu
May as well
Juliet.
get them out of here. They're going to be impatient. They're Ryanair at the end of the day. Okay, these are really crawling down
Manchester
Echo.
ground.
It's very slow, isn't
Ryanair
it?
26 Romeo Delta ready to taxi.
Ryanair 26 Romeo Delta, runway 23 right at Mike. Fantastic.
Runway 23 right at Mike.
Okay.
Ryanair
Get
26
them out of
Romeo
here.
Delta.
As soon as we can, we'll get easy taxiing in. They've stopped very quickly. That's nice. They're getting off at Bravo Delta. Easy 69 Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo 3. Easy 69 Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo Tree via Bravo. Easy 69er Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo Tree via Bravo. God, that call sign doesn't really like me, does it?
I'm on the ground. Easy
Yeah.
69er Victor Golf.
There they go.
Taxi to Bravo Tree.
Whoa, whoa,
via
whoa.
Bravo. Easy 69er Victor Golf.
Why are they going all the way in? Right, so an aircraft did this before. They went all the way through. Easy 69 Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo 2. Why is it not like this call sign? Easy 69er Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo Tree. Right.
Command property error. Easy 69er
Okay.
Victor Golf.
So they were
Taxi to Bravo Tree.
earlier.
Easy 69er Victor Golf.
They were just going to go straight through that. Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Good lord, get them out of here. Easy 53 Delta Romeo, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Vueling 16 X-Ray Echo, pushback approved, facing west. That's them over there.
Runway 23 right.
And what is a very
Clear to
quiet
takeoff.
Terminal 2.
Reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair 6 Zulu Juliet.
Why are you...
Runway 23 right.
Are you going to
Clear
go or
land.
what?
Easy 53 Delta Romeo.
Easy 69er, Victor Golf. Taxi to Bravo Tree.
Pushback approved, facing west. Vueling 16 X-Ray Echo.
Easy 69er, Victor Golf, continue taxi.
Taxi to Bravo Tree. Easy 69er Victor Golf.
What is happening here with you?
Continue taxi. Easy 69er Victor Golf.
I think they're very slowly moving.
Manchester Tower, Ryanair 4 Echo Romeo on final
No, they're not.
right.
Easy 69er Victor Golf, taxi to ramp via Bravo, hold short of Papa.
Taxi
Weird.
to ramp via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway Papa. Easy 69er Victor Golf.
Okay. So they're going up to Delta. We should have said Charlie
Manchester
2 then in
ground.
that case.
Vueling 16 X-Ray Echo with information. Charlie, requesting push and start.
Okay. So we've got some Ryanairs coming in. Vueling is now pushing back. Swiss is coming down here,
Manchester
down
ground.
Papa, which is why
FeelThere
we've
1
told...
Bravo Alpha with information Charlie, requesting push
That's why
and
we've
start.
told Easy to hold short of Papa.
Manchester ground. Vueling 16 X-Ray Echo ready to taxi.
FeelThere 1 Bravo Alpha, pushback approved, expect runway 23 right.
Pushback approved.
Where are you
expect
gonna
runway
go?
23 right. FeelThere 1 Bravo
Okay, they
Alpha.
shouldn't get in the way of Easy. Vueling 16 X-Ray Echo, taxi to Echo 7.
Taxi to Echo 7.
Ryanair
Vueling
26
16
Romeo
X-Ray
Delta,
Echo.
runway 23 right. Line up and wait. That's timing, isn't
Runway
it?
23
For that.
right. Line up and wait.
Got
Ryanair
Romeo Delta and
26
Delta Romeo.
Delta.
Manchester Tower, Ryanair 8
Right, you're
Bravo
holding there.
Yankee on final 23 right.
Easy 69er Victor Golf, continue taxi. You have been a thorn in my side,
Continue
Easy.
taxi. Easy 69er Victor Golf.
Wow. Real thorn in my side. Hopefully Finnair doesn't give us a stupid pushback. Because I think Victor Golf's going in there. They should be fine from there. Oh, I hoped you'd go a bit further back than that. Oh, we might have some dramas here. Oh no. Oh. Not very good at this game. Ryanair 26 Romeo Delta, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair 4 Echo Romeo, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right.
Where's...
Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Their tag didn't work for a minute there. Wonder where they've gone.
Romeo Delta.
Easy 53 Delta Romeo, taxi to Charlie 3. Easy 53 Delta Romeo, taxi to Charlie 2.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land. Ryanair 4 Echo Romeo.
Negative. I'm on the ground.
Yes.
Easy 53
Please,
Delta Romeo.
please, please,
Taxi
please.
to Charlie 2. Easy 53 Delta Romeo.
Manchester
No.
ground. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha ready to taxi.
Are you still? It's still moving. Not moving. Easy 69er Victor Golf, continue taxi.
Negative. Taxi is blocked. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha. Easy 69er
Right, let's
Victor
try and get
Golf.
you down there.
Easy 69er Victor Golf.
Or is that also Lima?
Manchester
Finnair
Tower,
1
GN
Bravo
638 on
Alpha.
final 23 right.
Taxi to Lima 2.
Taxi to Lima 2. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha.
Please. Please. No? Alright, 6 Victor Golf, you've been a pain in my ass. Bye bye.
Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha, we request a more logical routing.
Yeah, you'll get one. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet.
Runway 23 right, via Papa, Juliet. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha.
There you go. Okay. Vueling 16 X-ray Echo, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. We've cleared 4 Echo Romeo to land. Wow.
Runway 23 right, via Papa.
City Air 1 Victor
Juliet.
November, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
16 X-ray Echo.
There's 4 Echo Romeo going
Runway
in.
23 right, line up and
Busy,
wait.
innit?
City Air 1 Victor November.
Oh, we could have got Swiss out, I think, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Vueling is now heading down here as well. Or are they? Vueling 16 X-ray Echo, continue taxi.
Continue
There we
taxi.
go. Okay.
Vueling
It's good that they
16
honour
X-ray
the
Echo.
holding points regardless of whether you tell them the runway afterwards. So
Manchester
Finnair 1
ground,
Bravo Alpha is coming out.
Scandinavian 540 with information to Charlie.
Okay.
Requesting push and start.
Scandinavian 540, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved.
City
facing
Air 1
east.
Victor November, runway 23
Scandinavian
right, cleared for
540.
takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair 8 Bravo Yankee, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Get out of here, City Air, get on with
Runway
it.
23 right, cleared for takeoff.
You are
On
needing
reaching
to
altitude
shift.
1000, contact departure. City Air 1 Victor November.
They are needing
Runway
to move.
23 right,
We've got a Gian
clear to
coming in,
land.
we've got another
Ryanair
EasyJet.
8 Bravo
We've got
Yankee.
Moonraker.
Manchester Tower, Easy 46
No.
November uniform on final 23 right.
I did not know that this was in the schedule. I did not know this was the day they... Yeah. Some of you might know what that means. But for those that don't, you just wait. Easy 53 Delta Romeo, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Easy 53 Delta Romeo.
Easy 53 Delta Romeo, taxi to ramp via Lima. Okay.
Taxi to ramp via Lima.
Ryanair 4
Easy
Echo
53
Romeo,
Delta Romeo.
taxi to ramp via Bravo Juliet. Wow, look at that. Just as one
Taxi
goes
to
off,
ramp via Bravo.
the other one comes on.
Juliet. Ryanair 4 Echo Romeo.
It's all a bit messy, isn't it? Okay, so Scandinavian's ready to get going after their monstrous taxi
Manchester
earlier.
ground. Easy 53 Delta Romeo. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Yes, it is, because your gate's right in front of you. Shut up, Drew. God. We can't really get aircraft out. Ryanair 8 Bravo Yankee, taxi to ramp via Bravo Juliet.
Taxi to
Are
Ram.
you quite
via
alright
Bravo,
there?
Juliet.
Yeah?
Ryanair 8
Go on,
Bravo
Voolin, get on with it.
Yankee.
Okay.
Manchester ground.
Scandinavian 540, runway 23 right via Papa Juliet.
Runway 23 right via Papa Juliet. Scandinavian 540.
Okay, Easy's going to get in and stop complaining.
Manchester Tower, Moonrooker 103 Papa
Yeah.
Super on final 23 right.
Aegean 638, runway 23 right, clear to land. God, they're close together.
Runway 23 right. Clear
We'll
to
get
land.
Swiss 5 Kilo
Aegean
Yankee
638.
lining up as soon as we can with Aegean coming in. This is going to be quite the push to get them out of here. But we're going to get Swiss on ASAP. As soon as they're over the threshold, we're going to tell them to line up. It's going to be pretty nip and tuck. It's going to be similar to what I did at JFK in that Zap multiplayer schedule that we played. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for the maneuver? No, a little bit early. As soon as they're over this bit. Over the... I think it's the A56. Let's see. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee. Runway 23 right. Line up. And wait. Go.
Runway 23 right. Line up and wait.
Nice.
Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee.
Okay, welcome Aegean in your Airbus. There's Vueling, Ryanair. I don't remember giving... Oh, yeah, that's an arrival. I was going to say, I don't remember giving Ryanair taxi clearance. Scandinavian and Ryanair are going to get nice and close together. EasyJet is in their gate. Bang him. Okay. You getting off at Bravo Delta? Good. Swiss 5 Kilo Yankee, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Easy 46 November uniform, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Wow.
Runway
Wow,
23
wow, wow.
right. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
Side by side there between
contact
Ryanair and
departure. Swiss
Scandinavian.
5 Kilo Yankee.
Are they going to really cut in front
Runway
of them?
23 right. Clear to land.
Ugh.
Easy 46 November uniform.
Ryanair 8 Bravo Yankee, hold short of Juliet. Why are they going that way? Is that because I
Command
told them
copy.
Bravo, Juliet?
Ryanair 8 Bravo Yankee.
Oh, you're alright. It's fine. Okay, so Swiss on its way out. Oh, we need to get these out. Aegean 638, taxi to ramp via Echo. Get all the way down. Just crack on with it.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Aegean 638.
Should have said Bravo Echo, but it's fine. Okay. So, the reason I'm so excited is this. HFM is the name of an airline, and I don't know if anybody will really know what it stands for. But it's a super, which can only mean one thing. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 right. Line up and wait. Finnair 1 Bravo
EasyJet is
Alpha.
in for 6 November uniform. This is nice and busy now, isn't it? Seems like I just joined in a very quiet time. Here is Aegean. Coming down this way. Nice and slowly. Behind some of the private stuff. Okay. We need to get them on and cracking on. Are you really going to... Please get off at Bravo Delta. No. They're going to get off at Alpha Echo. Okay. Finnair 1 Bravo Alpha. Runway 23 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for immediate
Moonraker
takeoff. On
103
reaching altitude
Papa
1000,
Super.
Contact departure.
Runway 23
Finnair
right,
1
clear to
Bravo
land.
Alpha.
Wait till you all see what this is.
Runway 23 right. Clear to land.
Okay.
Moonrooker 103 Papa Super.
Easy 46 November uniform. Taxi to Charlie 2 via Bravo. Let's see what they do.
Taxi to Charlie 2 via Bravo. Easy 46 November uniform.
No! Easy 46 November uniform. Taxi to Charlie 2. Still don't know it. Okay, let's have a look at Moonraker. Some of you may recognise this. I don't know if they've put the livery on it. I think they will have done to put it into the schedule. But as a lot of you will notice, there is already an A380 on the ground here at Manchester. And this is another one. This is a very special guest making its way into this schedule. They have got the livery on it. Wow. I had no idea this was in the schedule at all. This is the global A380. If you haven't seen the story of this, have a look at it. Its registration is 9HGLOBL, and it is a high-fly Malta Airbus A380 operated by Global Airlines, and it has quite the story behind it. It was here at Manchester a few weeks ago, and it's great to see that Nyerges Design have put that in. Very, very pleased with that. But that is going to be a very positive way to end the episode here today. We're going to do a go-around. Easy 62 Quebec Golf, go around, contact departure. And that is going to end this rather long stint here at Manchester. You would have just heard Scottish Control as well, which is what they actually contact. But yeah, that is the Global Airlines A380. It is mad to see that. Absolutely mad. I had no idea. No idea whatsoever. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you Nyerges Designs for adding the schedule to Manchester. Thank you FeelThere for Manchester. I hope you've all enjoyed this. And yeah, I'm going to pause it now just in case any pilots interrupt me. But what a great stint this has been. A bit of a longer one as well to treat you all to that, because I know sometimes I only do half-hour stints or so and they're not that interesting. But yeah, this airport certainly has its challenges. I've really enjoyed this, and I'll be doing a lot more here at Manchester, as you can expect. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day.